Hey everyone, it's Pippy. I know it's been a while, but I'm back. I did a lot of researching and practicing of the magic spells to try and find my way back to the island. And I did find my way back. I really missed my friends. So after a little while on the island, the portal came back and took me to this desolate, deserted planet. I found some instructions here, and apparently I've been tasked with making this planet lush and green with trees. Too bad I couldn't bring some of the trees from my island here since we have an overabundance of them. But I guess I'll jump right in and get to planting some trees. I'll be choosing one biome from these three here so that I can fill up my planet. Once I choose one, I'll have the option of doing one of 4 actions. Those 4 actions are I can grow 3 sprouts, 2 generic growths, 1 sprout and 1 generic growth, or I can go anywhere on the planet and do 1 sprout or 1 generic growth. The biome cards also have certain symbols on each that allows me to move up on their designated tracks. I will be competing against an AI, but I've got first choice. He'll then choose a wild biome, then whichever has the most fertility symbols if there are no wild biomes. If no fertility icons, then he'll take the one with the aridity icon. Lastly, if none of those apply, it's the leftmost card. I've got 4 seasons to do this, and each season will take different amount of biome cards. First season will take 5 cards, second one will take 4 cards, 3 cards for the third, and 2 cards for the 4th season. So let's get started planting our trees. The first thing I'm gonna do is grab the flowers biome. The AI will take the wild biome, and then the one that wasn't chosen will go right up on top. And then I get to remain the first person. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant 3 sprouts in my flowers biome. Then because this card has a big tree symbol on it, I'll move my big tree track up 1. Normally that allows me to take a small tree and switch it out for a big tree, but I have no small trees right now. Then we'll go ahead and lay out 3 more biome cards. I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab the snow biome. First player will go on to the first card, and since both biome cards have 1 fertility symbol on it, A will go ahead and take the leftmost card, while the other one will go up to the top. This will also make him first player. I'll go ahead and grab 3 more sprouts and plant those in my snow biome. And since that biome card had a plant sprout symbol on it, I'll raise that track up 1, which will let me plant 2 sprouts in any biome on the world. I think those 2 sprouts look pretty good right there in the grasslands. Now we'll go ahead and flip over 3 more cards. And since A is the first player, he'll take the wild biome. I'll go ahead and take the rock biome. That'll leave A as the first player, and the swamp biome will go right up on top. I'm gonna go ahead and plant 3 sprouts right here in my rocky biome. That rock biome had a lake symbol on it, so I will raise that track up 1, and then I'll go ahead and place lake right here. That water track upgrade also gave me the option to do 1 generic growth on up to 2 different growths. So I'll go ahead and grow 2 small trees from these 2 sprouts right here. Alright, and then we'll flip the next 3 biomes and see what they got. Since these 2 here have the same amount of fertility icons, A will take the leftmost card. I'll take the wheat biome, and then the winter biome will go to the top. and I will remain the first player. So I will go ahead and place 3 sprouts anywhere here in my wheat biome. So that had a small tree icon, which raises my track up 1, and then I can put a small tree on any sprout. There we go, that looks like a good place to put it. Alright, it's the last refill of the biomes for this season. So A will take this rock biome since it has a fertility symbol on it, and the others don't. The first player will go on the snow biome, and I think that's the one I'm going to take. So I'll grab the snow biome, and the rock biome goes up on top. I'll go ahead and do 2 generic growth in the snow biome and replace the 2 sprouts with 2 small trees. The snow biome had a bud symbol on it, so I can move my bud track up 1, and that'll give me 1 point. Well, that's 5 biomes, which is the end of the season, so let's see how well we did. I'll get 1 point for every tree that the sun's light falls on. So in this case, it's 5 small trees, so I'll get 5 points. Then I'll get 1 point for each tree in my biggest forest, which is only 2 right now. So we'll go ahead and discard all those biomes, and then we'll start the second season, and we'll only grab 4 biomes this time. And we'll go ahead and move the sun for the start of the second season. And let's see what biomes we get now. We've got wheat, grass, and rock. So I'll go ahead and take the wheat, and A will take the rock biome since it has the most fertility symbols, and the grass will go up on top. And I will stay first player. So I think I'm going to put a sprout here, and then I will grow a sprout to a small tree on this one. There's a bush symbol on this biome, so that'll push my bush track up 1. And I'm going to place the bush here so that I can connect these trees. Alright, next 3 biomes. Since I'm first player, I'm going to go ahead and take the flowers biome. First player will go to the left card, and then A will take the leftmost card since it has the most fertility symbols, which makes him first player now. And the swamp biome will go up to the top. I'm going to go ahead and put out 3 sprouts here in the flower biome so that I can connect my trees and build up my forest. So the symbol on the card will let me push up my small tree growth track. So now I can put 2 small trees anywhere on the planet. I'll go ahead and grow up the 2 sprouts that I just put out. And we'll go ahead and flip the next 3 biomes. A will go ahead and take this swamp biome since it's got 3 fertility symbols on it. First player goes on to the flower biome, which I'll take since I don't want the aridity icon to cancel out any of the fertility icons on the rock biome on top. Plus, that makes me first player. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 generic growth. 1 big tree and 1 small tree. So that biome had a bud icon on it, which means that I can push up my track, which gives me 2 points. Alright, 1 more card until the end of the season. So I'm first player, so I'm going to go ahead and take the grassland biome so that the aridity doesn't cancel out any of the fertility symbols up on top. First player goes on the left card, and A is going to take that since it's the most fertility symbols, which makes him first player. And the snow biome goes up on top. I'm going to do a sprout and a generic growth. So I'm going to put the sprout right here, and then I'll change it out to a small tree. And the bud symbol on the biome card moves my track up 1, which will now give me 4 points every time I have a bud symbol. Alright, time for scoring. I'll get 1 point for every small tree that the light shines on, and 2 points for every large tree that light shines on. I get no points for any trees that are in shadow, and the small tree gives off 1 space shadow, and the large tree gives off a 2 space shadow. So I have 8 points altogether for my trees. And then my biggest forest will give me 10 points, which moves me up to 32. I'll go ahead and move the sun to its new position, and then I'll move the season tracker down to the next season. So that completes the second season. Onward to the third season. I'll only get 3 biomes this season, so hopefully that'll be enough to grow a lot more trees. Since 2 wild biome cards came out and A is the first player, he'll take the leftmost wild biome. The first player marker will go on the grassland biome. And I think I'm gonna take the wild biome. That'll move the grassland biome up to the top. I'll now be able to do these actions anywhere on the planet with the wild biome. Plus, I'll still get to use its symbol down at the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and replace 2 sprouts with 2 small trees here in the grassland biome. This wild has a big tree symbol. So I'll move my track up 1 and replace 1 small tree into 1 large tree. Alright, next 3 biomes. A will go ahead and take the wild card. The first player token will go on the flowers biome. And I'll go ahead and take the rock biome. That leaves the flower biome to go to the top, which pushes up the end of game scoring. I'm gonna go ahead and plant 1 sprout. And then I'll replace one of my sprouts with a small tree. So the rock biome has a small tree symbol, so I'll push that track up 1, and then I can put 3 small trees anywhere on the planet. So I'll go ahead and replace that sprout, and that one. That way I can start connecting all of my trees to make one big forest. Alright, last biome cards for this season. We've had a lot of wild cards this season. A will go ahead and take the wild card since he's the first player. I'll go ahead and take the wheat biome, and the winter biome will go up on top. I'm gonna go ahead and plant 3 sprouts. Hopefully they'll grow big enough to connect all these trees to make one big giant forest. So this biome has a bud symbol. I'm already at my max on the track, so I'll just take my 4 points. Alright, end of the season. Let's score it up and see what I got. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points, which moves me up to 51. I'll count out my largest forest. And that's 14 trees. So that'll give me 14 points, and I'm at 65 now. Alright. Last season, we'll move the sun and the season tracker. We'll discard last season's biomes and start fresh. This season, we're only gonna choose 2 biomes. I'm gonna need some big trees since that's what scores. Alright, let's see what biomes we get. I'm gonna go ahead and take the grasslands biome, and that's gonna allow me to put out a couple of big trees. A will go ahead and take the wheat biome since that's got the most fertility icon. And then the flowers biome will go to the top. I'm gonna do 2 generic growth, so I'll change 2 small trees into 2 larger trees. So the grassland biome has a large tree icon, so that's gonna push my track up 1. So that'll let me put out 2 more large trees. Alright, final 3 biomes. I hope there's some good ones. So Since I'm the first player, I'm gonna take the wild biome. A is gonna take the swamp biome with the 3 fertility icons on it. And then the other swamp biome will go up to the top. We're just gonna keep populating the large trees. I'm gonna change out 2 small trees to 2 large trees in the flower biome. My wild biome has a large tree icon. And once again, since I'm full on that track, I'm gonna put out 2 more large trees. I think I'll go ahead and put those in the snow biome. All right, it's the final season scoring. Let's see how I did. So let's see what trees the light falls on. All right, I got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that'll give me 33 points. All right, my largest forest is, we got 14. So that'll move me up to 47. All right, so now we'll do the end of game biome scoring. This is for large trees only. So I have no large trees in the wheat biome. I have 7 in the flowers biome. And I have 5 large trees. So that'll give me 35 points. Next is grassland. And I have 6 in the grassland with 3 large trees. So that'll give me 18 points. I have 4 in the swamp biome, but I have no large trees, so I don't get any points. But I do have 5 in the snow biome with 2 large trees, which gives me 10 points. I have nothing in the rock biome, so my grand total score is 161 points, which makes me a birch tree. Not exactly sure what that means, but I guess I'll stick around and see if I can figure it out. Unless the portal comes to get me sooner. Until next time,